Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. We are going to know about Prophet Dhul-Kifl. The story of Dhul-Kifl, also referred to as Zul-Kifl, is a bit of a mystery. There is no much information known or recorded, and a lot of debate as to whether he true is a prophet. The treasure meaning of Dhul-Kifl is possessor of the flood. What we know about him is that was a righteous man and company of the good peoples, who was also extremely patient. This is based of two mentions of Dhul-Kifl in the Glorious Qur'an. The first is from Surah Al-Anbya, ayat number 85-86, and the second mention in Quran is from Surah Sad, ayat number 45-49. And remember, God, Allah Almighty said in the Quran, and remember our servants Abraham, Ishaq and Jacob, those the strength of religious vision. Indeed, we choose them for exclusive quality, remembrance of the home of the hereafter, and indeed they are to us among the chosen of outstanding. And remember, Ishmael, Dhulkifl, and all are among the outstanding. This is a reminder, and indeed for the right house is good place of return. According to Ibn Kathir, it seems logical that him being mentioned in the Glorious Qur'an among those other prophets, then through association he should also be considered as a prophet. However, many other famous Quranic communicators like Imam Ibn Jarir referred from making such deceived comments. He believed that Dhul-Kifl was a saint and just, but no evidence of being a prophet. Imam Ibn Jarir gives an account of Dhul-Kifl which provides some insight into the prophet's life. When Elisha grew old, he was looking to appoint a successor that could help guide the Israelites and needs someone with calm demeanor and a clear mind. He assembled group of companies and set out their condition, which he believed would be testament to great leader. The person who will be considered for my replacement is one who fasts year around during the day, remembers Allah's Almighty's prayer throughout the night, and must not ever lose his temper. A relatively unknown person who was held in contempt by the people stood up and offered himself for the job. Prophet Elisha asked him whether these three conditions were met. The man replied yes to all three, but for whatever reason Elisha did not believe his claim and rejected him. After few more days passed, Elisha gathered the group again and repeated of his condition were met. Everyone remained seated beside the same man. Elisha, seeing his pretenses, appointed the man to serve as his deputy. But to truly test a man, while he asked a few people to try and persuade to man into doing something that would result in him being removed from being his deputy. They all tried and they all failed. The police offered his services to Elisha. Leave him to me, I will take care of him. The man at this point developed a routine which involved fasting during the day, making prayer, remembering Allah Almighty throughout the night. In the afternoon, he would take a nap to rejuvenate himself. Iblis decided to disturb the man right before his afternoon nap by knocking at the door and begging to let in, saying, "I am an old tortured man." Iblis was welcomed in and began to rumble about the cruelty and justice which he suffered. He stretched the story so long that no time was spared for the man's daily nap. The man offered to Iblis to come visit him in his court the next day so that justice would be done for him. The man waited for the Iblis the next day but did not turn up. The next morning he waited for the Iblis to return but he did not return again. Finally, in the afternoon, right before the man was about to take his nap, Iblis came and started begging on the door. The man still questioned him. "Did not tell you to come to my court yesterday, but you failed to appear, nor did you come this morning." To this the Iblis replied, "Sir, my enemies are very wicked people. When they learned that you were sitting in your court and would force them to give back to me, that was due, they agreed to settle the matter out of court. But as soon as you left your court, they went back to their promises, and conversation would continue for a long time. Where he missed his usual nap, the man asked Iblis to visit his court again to settle matters. Once again, the man waited patiently in the court, but Iblis did not visit. When they returned home that day, he felt very tired because of the lack of sleep. He asked the family members not to allow anybody to knock at the door. Iblis once again tried to disturb his sleep so he would not be able to fast, pray and hope he would grow in anger. But when he tried knocking on the door, the man's family members stopped him. Iblis was determined. He forced another way into the man's home and started knocking at the door of his room. So friends, the man saw Iblis and come inside the house while the door remained shut. Then he suddenly became aware that the man standing before him was Iblis and asked him, "Are you the enemy of God?" He admitted that he was Iblis and remarked, "You have thwarted all my plans and frustrated all my efforts to entice you in my design. My intention was to make you angry somehow so that one of your claims before Yasa could be proved false." So friends, it was because of this episode the man was given the title Dhul-Kifl, a title meaning possessor of or giving or double equality or portion. So friends, Allah Hafiz.